now. Hello everyone, welcome to session 8, I think. As many, no wait, 9, my bad. 9 of Kingdom Hearts 2. Today, 9! But for tonight we are going to be wrapping up the main story of Kingdom Hearts 2. At least the regular game, final mix contents afterwards. But before we head into a starting fight with a nobody, we're going to just quickly get some of the Coliseums out of the way while we wait for people to come on in.
So we're gonna fight actual nobodies.
Yes! And get ready to hear Peter Pan say no a lot. And did he just fade out of existence there? Because I think he did.
I don't know, it's quite possible. Yep.
Why he did that, but...
I ended way too early, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, unfortunately because...
Since when does Peter Pan make sense?
Yeah, unfortunately because Stitch got heavily nerfed in terms of his orb give out, we gotta kind of rely on Peter Pan in order to get score counts up in this cup. And
Didn't have too much trouble using Stitch to farm out the orbs in my playthrough. I believe all you missed, Ace, was Tron?
We wrapped up Tron, went into the world that never was, didn't actually complete anything, and then we did the remaining absent silhouettes. That was about it.
Cool.
It's mainly because I am feeling a little under the weather since basically fall has started in my area. You know, the flu is starting to kind of make its rounds, and I think I got it. I'm good enough to stream, but I definitely feel its effects starting to come on me, so... I'm hoping it doesn't affect my voice too much, because tomorrow I need to start recording my Halloween review and start pumping that out.
Well, as long as you don't start sounding like Virgil, I think you'll be fine.
Like DMC Virgil? Or...
I was making a joke of the fact that original DMC3 Virgil's voice actor, I can't recall his name for the life of me, his entire recording session for DMC3, he had a cold.
Really?
Which is why Virgil sounds a little, nasally.
Ah.
And he can never redo that voice because he has to replicate the right conditions.
That is super odd.
Like, I found that out like yesterday. I'm following a DMC3 playthrough, and they're way more fact checked up than I.
Super best friends, I'm guessing? Or are they still on 2?
No, they... no, they're on 3.
Okay. Yeah, you can kind of get Kamo to hell and back in this cup, and that's why I don't like it so much.
Yeah. That's kind of like why Stitch is definitely nicer for the Crimson Jazzes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just because with Peter, really, he's only used for these cups, and if you want to use Tinkerbell, but I think Stitch is way better because you can possibly get a full MP revive out of that, and to be honest, when you're on super fights and stuff like that, the only HPs that matter are above 1 and 1. So if he drops an orb ball or stuff like that of HP, you're pretty much good at that point.
Yep. Having full HP only matters in like a level 1 playthrough.
Yeah, because it's full HP or 1 HP there.
Yep. Yeah, that's interesting, like, just reading up about how the game is balanced around Kingdom Hearts 1 crowd level 1. It's like every attack is built so that you will be 2-hit KO'd in every situation. Unless the attack is intended to be a 1-hit kill.
Oh, that's right, the point modifier.
Yeah. Really easy to forget that. Yeah, you do not get EXP of any kind in the cups in this game.
No, that's my one big complaint about them. is that you don't get any XP, so a lot of the time they're not really worth it for me to go after. But this is a full retrospective playthrough, so I kind of had to go after them.
You have standards that you're gonna upkeep.
Especially since I know you guys want to see me go through the pain of Team Final Fantasy in the Hades Cup. Ugh.
I honestly don't think that'll be the worst part. It will be anytime you have to deal with those, whatever the hell from the Pride Lands, or the Hot Rods.
Oh, yeah. Ugh.
Like, the Hot Rods aren't awful, I'd say, by comparison to things like the, Jack in the Boxes, the,
Yeah, because with Hot Rods, they're super... with the Hot Rods, you can mainly reflect them.
Yeah, you can take advantage of Reflect, you can take advantage of just magic in general, as long as you don't stay on the ground while they do their
Because you don't have a lot of your good magic the first time you're in Timeless River, so... Well, I guess the only time you're in Timeless River, because it's one of the few worlds you go to only one time.
Yeah. It's kind of like, it's almost like the second visit of Disney World, but it doesn't really.
Your second visit to Disney World is a lot more painful. Let's just put it like that.
You have less to do, but more to accomplish.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's usually anything from the Pride Lands, because you don't have access to reaction command, so if they go into a big attack that you would normally reaction command your way out of, you can't do anything.
Yeah.
Plus the damage is put to maximum, it's, you're by yourself, you can only use the 6 or so items that you bring in with you, because each round doesn't count as a new match, or a new fight.
Yeah. This is one of the things that makes point requirements such a pain in the ass there, because you gotta do it all in one run.
Well, you can skip to when you have to start with the Titan Cup rules, because that's when you can spam the hell out of your summons.
Yeah.
But you still have like 40 fights.
Am I doing Mushroom 13? I'm doing all the final mix stuff, baby. Mushroom 13, or data rematches, and Lingering Wells, so...
Oh yeah, that kind of reminds me of Ace's comment there. So I'm, like, caught up on everything Kingdom Hearts right now, including the mobile game. Are you caught up on the mobile game stuff?
Not too much on Keith, but I know Marluxia is in it. Yeah,
and Ventus, that was the bigger one for me.
What?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know, which is why it's even more confused, because like I'm looking at all these characters like, alright, they say you 5 are important, but no, you 2 are important. Like they even had like, they set up the scene because they knew, because he appears off screen. They're like, oh hi, you must be the next person. Yeah. I don't know why I got chosen, etc. The guy walks in, it's like, hi, my name's whatever. And then it cuts to him and scrolls down. It's like, hi, I'm Ventus. It's just like, what?
What the? Oh my god. Okay. No.
Got the points knocked out of you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow, 40 points.
Okay, never mind. We're going to the world that never was.
At least when they beat the crap out of you there, it's going by normal rule sets.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure I had second chance before going into the world that never was this time, especially what we were about to fight. And on your request, where is it? Bond of Flame.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah.
Gotta go symbolism up in here.
Yes. This keyblade I didn't use too much in the original game, though I use it a lot more in Final Mix because I like to have it on Final Form because Final Form Fire is stupidly good against the super bosses.
I didn't use fire, again, I didn't use a lot of magic in my original playthroughs, as I
because magic was pretty underpowered in Vanilla 2, I feel.
Yeah, like, most situations it was just a setup, but back then I didn't understand that crap. Also, I think one of the weirdest changes is that after you make it to the castle, only Shadow stops spawning here, and you have to fight nobodies.
Yeah.
Which means there goes Wisdom Form's best grinding spot for the original game.
Then it becomes around Timeless River you want to start going to.
Yeah, which is mostly just because you can exit through the door to save your drive forms easier.
But upcoming here is my favorite part of Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix and probably my favorite boss fight of the entire franchise. Right here. God, this is why I was so jealous of Final Mix for so long, because they got this fight and I was stuck with YouTube videos trying to imagine what it was like.
I think I remember like someone just casually mentioning it. I don't think it was in a countdown specifically, but someone just casually mentioning the Roxas fight, and I was just like, "Excuse me, that's a fight? Sorry, baking powder."
Donald, Goofy.
Because this scene is very weird in Vanilla 2, and it's just a cutscene.
Like, it kind of flows pretty well. It's not awful, but it is unfortunate because it just goes right into it.
Yeah. Because especially now I see this as basically Roxas was kind of guilt-tripped into joining Sora, but after seeing Axel die, basically, that's where he's drawing the line at this point. And best song of the entire franchise to me, The Other Promise. I love this track to death.
Yeah, it's hard to argue. Which actually kind of reminds me, I remember Alexandra asked early on, like, which version of Twilight Town's theme I like better. I absolutely think Roxas is better.
Yeah, of the battle
The name Lazy After... No, just the world theme for Twilight Town. Lazy Afternoons, it definitely encompasses that very well, and it's just relaxing. Man, imagine if you had this moveset when playing in Roxas.
I mean, this is kind of his limits, but not really.
Well, the limit break kind of, but like most of those combos and movement options are never available to you in any variation.
Couldn't get the limit fast enough there. Let's try that again.
Union Key's mostly like a mess once you get past the point of, once you get past the Keyblade War stuff, then it just kind of drags even more.
Yeah.
It's just saying a lot because plot only happens every couple hundred chapters or missions.
The fact that
it's
every couple hundred.
It's kind of like 358 in that a lot of the stuff is at the back end, but you have to wait through even more bull crap to get to it. And what's kind of worse is that the back cover movie is more supplemental than anything else. It can't replace the information from the game.
Yeah, that just makes me... How much is that going to actually take? How important is it going to be to 3 at this point?
The most I can say is probably just the book and the Keyblade. Or not the book, the box and the Keyblade with a little bit of the book. But then again, the book didn't really have much. The game seemed most relevant only to the plot of the game and the back cover. So yeah, I think it's still gonna mostly be around that stupid box and, of course, Master Xehanort's Keyblade.
And beaten. This
Not
might
even like a particularly hard boss once you get the hold of it, but it's still
he's
great.
definitely a wake-up call your first time.
Yeah, that's a pretty good finish.
Yeah.
Look, I see that, Ariel.
You can't be.
And hell, this cutscene here is so well choreographed. It's so great.
Yeah. Even though you didn't beat Riku, Roxas.
Yeah, that fight was kind of weird. Even how they show it, because they added that cutscene to this version.
Yeah.
Of him, how he quote unquote beats Riku, but that fight is so all over the place because it definitely feels like it was rewritten later on. Like, they wanted to go ambiguous, but then they had to give a reason once they came to Final Mix, and then it just doesn't match up, and it's just like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really wanted to do that too, Prankster, but I was too scared of bricking anything to do stuff like that. Well, yeah, that's how the cutscene plays out, Prankster, but the way it comes off with, like, Riku appearing defeated, then he knocks him out, but then he gives the Keyblade back, and then he wins anyway, So then he has to go evil. It's just like it's just a weird progression.
Yeah.
It feels rushed. It feels rushed more than anything else.
What?
God, that
A
music's
little
so
slow
good.
on the uptake, Roxas.
It's like, hey, I can summon Keyblades at any time. Didn't you realize this? What?
And this whole sequence was added, I believe, into 2.5. I don't think this part was in the original.
Oh yeah, yeah. We haven't had shut up gags because we're not questioning logic right now.
Not yet.
Yet.
We will later on
So
in
I
the
think-
world that
I
never
think-
was.
I believe the Roxas scene with Xemnas was in the original final mix, but maybe the bit with Axel and Roxas might have been added for the 0.5.
I think it was added because by that point they are deliberately referencing Shion at one point.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm. Also, this fucking Raku sigil, aka the X, makes no sense.
yes.
we can
Still.
make an X and make it a tracker, I guess. What?
Huh?
And we just have to put it in your name, like
That is right.
Nomura.
Sorglax! Because he's not seeing Roxas there, just saying.
Look who's finally awake.
Axel.
Man, it's weird seeing someone's face under the hood.
Yeah.
Because you're so used to the shape of it not accounting for their hair.
That was the same thing in the Recoded movie where they showed Data Roxas under the hood. It's like, wow, that's weird.
Mhm. At least Roxas has a bit more of an excuse because his hair isn't as anime as everyone else's.
Yeah.
Time for me to go back to where I
But,
belong.
like, Axel's doesn't make sense. Xemnas is really... Well, I guess Xemnas is kind of... makes sense. I'm mostly thinking of people like Riki Marluxia.
Yeah.
Are you really sure that you don't have a heart? Is it possible that we all have one? You?
Oh boy, the retcon!
Or is that
Retcon
just
about
wishful
nobody's
thinking?
own hearts.
I don't know.
Like, the logic is sound enough, but it clearly was a
Just look inside.
later thing they thought of.
It affects parts of this game later on when we get to Xemnas, and I'm gonna talk about
There is
that, trust
something in
me.
there,
Mm-hmm.
inside us.
You know, I
And we
think
feel it,
I think
wouldn't
one
we?
thing that I want Kingdom Hearts 3 to
And
explain
if so,
is why Ansem and Xemnas came back.
Yeah.
Because I'm not sure if that's time travel shenanigans, especially because I don't understand how time travel works in this freaking series,
Sora
despite the
will
fact that they
advance
tried to
in
explain it at the end of Dream
I
Drop.
know he will. Because
So yeah, that's is mostly like why is Xemnas and Ansem both back and separate is my biggest
Yeah.
question. Like if they were just Terra Nord's back and that's that, like that would be fine. But the fact that they're both halves or still halves is like,
Man,
Okay.
I miss the old times.
I mean, I'll
Still
take the
get
boss
memorized.
fights because it's gonna be awesome.
The day we
but-
met,
Yeah.
and you got your new name, you and I sat right here and watched the sunset.
yeah, this place is home. Me, Hayner, Pence,
If we get to Dream Drunk distance.
Colette.
We're making pretty good pace at this point, so I wouldn't be surprised.
You'll see them again. I know you will.
Yeah, you're right. Well, I should go.
How many adventures could you have shared with those guys? You had like a week of not real adventures.
Didn't really hang out with them too much in 358 either, so
You got like what, 2 days? You sometimes ran into Prince when you were doing extra stuff, but
yeah.
and also your only adventure was you juggling a stupid ball.
Right back at you, buddy.
Aww.
Also, I was just reminded that
Make a good other.
we're always concerned about people falling off the clock tower, but doesn't Roxas essentially do that in 358 during the fight with Shion?
Kinda.
Like,
make a good mother.
he was on glass that was the equivalent of the height of the tower, and then it broke and he fell, but he was fine.
What
Shut up.
just happened?
Gosh, I don't know. You just disappeared. Then me and Donald had to fight some.
Also, that's also questioning, like, wait, did he actually, like,
He said
get teleported into the
defeated
dive
Riku.
into the heart? That's a
Yeah,
weird place.
again, that's why this as a cutscene was very weird.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, I mean,
Coat means
Axel and
organization
Roxas can be whatever
13.
thing people
He
want
must
it to
have
be,
been
which is why
trying
the
to
internet
trick you.
exists.
Like, okay, here's. I'll talk about it after the scene is done, just because. Yeah.
Come on, let's just find a way to get into that castle.
Find a way to get into that castle, aka just walk a few blocks up this way, and then.
Yeah, it just cut out a lot of the travel time. Also, what is this What is this skyscraper, and what happened here?
Yeah. And
Like, it's been awesome for a lot of anime fights, but
And new Keyblade 2 Become 1. I think this is added in, was this also in regular 2 Final Mix, or is this...
no.
This is
no, wait, no,
2.5.
Final Mix? Yeah, no, it was there for Final Mix. I thought you were gonna say, was this in the original game?
No, I know it was definitely not in the
Fuck
original.
my life, I came in right after the boss.
Ah.
Damn it.
Well, anything you want to say about Roxas? Real quick?
I actually haven't fought him yet. I haven't gotten this far in
Oh.
Hearts 2. That's why I kind of wanted to see the battle.
Dead
Mhm.
end.
Well, you'll get the data boss later.
There's
Yeah.
Yeah, and I hear it's hell.
It
Actually,
can be a little overwhelming. It's not too bad, but it can catch you off.
I think
Oh,
he's honestly
God.
one of the
I'm
easier
already-
ones, but then again, it's just basically an extended version of his boss fight here. It's not that much harder in comparison, so
The bigger
Oh.
thing is that it's just longer to mess up.
yeah.
Oh god, I just looked at the people who I follow who are streaming right now. I really hope this guy is still streaming when we're done. Because guess what he's streaming.
What?
Da-da, 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 da-da,
Ah.
da-da.
2 or PS4?
2.
Okay, good. But yeah.
I wouldn't send you PS4. Also, I just realized I forgot that Sykes had pointed ears and had earrings on. Now that I think about it, but
Yeah.
You're trying to be
I
linked
remember
there, I
the
see.
This way.
But yeah, to comment on Roxas Axel, like, look, I buy it way more as a bromance than an actual romance.
yeah, like I said, Sora Riku's really.
Sora Riku, though, on the other hand,
that's a
is pretty blatant.
That's a ship. And we will see the scene in like this world that might as well. This is a.
That is totally confirming it.
It has some reasoning, but when straight facing it, yeah.
Like, all I think of is Nico B and his Dream Drop Distance run, because he couldn't really come up with any other, like, things to count. He counted, Sora X Riku moments, and just by the end of Dream Drops, it just starts going up exponentially by the end.
Yeah.
Wait, that's what
Kyrie,
2 Become 1 looks
We're
like?
almost there.
No, that's Bond of Flame.
Okay, I'm about to say, hold the phone!
No, I'm about to equip the 2 Become 1 right now. It's not overall a bad Keyblade. I usually keep this on the form we're about to get, but basically this is how you can actively trigger anti-mode to show up, because it's either going to give you anti-mode, or it's going to give you our last form, final form. Which...
Yeah, it basically exists just a...
Pop break! I'm just kidding.
No, there's no more poop breaks. There's no more Atlantica break. It's straight to the final boss at this point.
I was kidding because it was a big chest. So it's just like a poop break.
I
Alright,
already
attempt one.
took the longest poo break I could by going to go see Christopher Robin yesterday.
Oh, womp womp. Well,
What?
No, he got.
That's 2 anti-forms.
okay. Thought you were replying to the movie. I was like, what? It's fine.
Let's go.
Womp
Okay.
womp.
Oh, that time I got... Oh, I think because I wasn't technically in a fight there. Let's try again.
No, you need to be in a fight to trigger final. That's the thing.
Yeah. I wasn't far enough to actually trigger a battle right there. Because I think...
Dang! You are getting really unlucky.
There we go!
There's quite a bit of attempts you have to do.
I think you get it. You are guaranteed it within 5.
Badass.
Yeah, final form. I love it to bits. First off, we are immediately equipping Oathkeeper onto there because final form gives you glide, the best movement ability in the game, insane power of magic. Its big downside when you first get it, it really is. It's a guzzler.
It guzzles your drive gauge though, and like nothing else.
Oh yeah.
And it costs a whopping 5 points to activate. So.
Yeah.
Except for the first time, it's whatever the cost was for the first. That being said, thoughts on this as the final world?
I do like the world that never was. I like, overall, I don't think it quite has the theming that, End of the World does, but I still do like the world overall.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, End of the World definitely does give more of a last level, more foreboding feel to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I like the world that never was, at least in terms of music in particular, because it gives you the sort of it's a mixture of foreboding, calm before the storm, and triumphant sort of final world.
Again, kind of in the middle there of just nothing in a good way, kind of thing.
Yeah, but I mean, I know where they're going with it, and I'm just saying that's really cool that they did that.
Yeah.
Well, there's more. It definitely is more to the build up of the final encounter, especially because in this final level you have not so much a boss rush, but you do have boss after boss after boss that you have to fight through to get to the final. Whereas in the End of the World, it was more kind of
the journey to the final boss.
Yeah, because while you do have a couple of bosses, which is mostly just Behemoth, like it's mostly it's the descent. And even this one, you're climbing up a tower, whereas End of the World, it feels like you're climbing down into an abyss.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Rico.
Didn't Roxas take care of you?
I do like their mirrored poses there.
You can take it from here, Riku. Riku?
Sayax, I don't think you would have laughed even if you were still Issa.
Sayax, you're like the easiest member of the organization. I'm sorry.
Like, he's pretty cool, but...
Hadouken!
Hi. Sophie, you're on mute.
Yeah, Sophie's muted right now.
Have
There you go.
arrived.
Wait.
They all might.
I like to think Riku would just like, yee! He just hangs on the side and go, wee! Into
Really
it.
here?
I like Sayax's
been
face, because I
gone.
think that's the most expression he ever gives in this game.
Yeah, in the series, probably.
He has a
go in
bit,
the portal.
kind of, he
The
kind of has a
surprise!
bit more, he has kind of a
And
bit
then,
more.
and of course, the big twist that, like, back in 2000, whenever this game came out, that surprise, yeah, Riku.
What was it?
Less of a twist in Final Mix since they put in more cutscenes.
I know,
Yeah.
but like, in Vanilla 2, it was kind of a big, it was a big twist. It was like, wait a minute, why does Riku look like that?
Yeah.
I thought it was Ansem.
Shit.
I was more confused that Ansem was back than whether or not it was Riku.
That's the thing. That was the thing. 'Cause at the start of the game, when it was like, with Roxas and everything, and you saw Diz, and this other guy's like, oh, by the way, who are you? And he introduces himself as Ansem. And you're like, wait, and then it's like, and then that raises the question. She's like, wait a minute, how is he still alive? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, most.
And it made doubly less sense with because I had played Chain of Memories before playing 2, so it made doubly less sense. Because I was just like, wait a minute, I thought Riku beat you. What's going on?
Yeah.
Did you?
Like Riku?
Did you?
How-
Wait, nobody lands. Time out. Did you actually get a weapon?
Yeah, I got the Nobody Lance,
Wow.
and that's
There's
without
harmless
Donald and
weapons
Goofy's
nobody
Lucky
weapons
Lucky
for Donald
showing
and
up.
Goofy.
Yeah, well done.
Just wait.
Let me see. Yes, it is better than the one I got currently, so... And then for this boss fight upcoming, I'm actually going to switch Decisive Pumpkin out for Hero's Crest, because I'm going to be in the air a lot for this one, so...
Mm-hmm.
And what you saw back there is the highest form of Nobody's Sorcerers, the only enemy to drop a Twilight Crystal, which is going
Also,
to be...
you didn't fully heal, for the record, on the save.
Yeah, I went back.
Seems a bit delayed by comparison. I think that sorcerers, like, the most annoying thing about them is that their cubes are independent
blocks.
from them.
They're
yeah, they're Tetris
And
blocks
are
of
immune to
green.
magic as well.
They're immune to magic, and
they're
their attacks.
sorcerers.
Yeah, and their attacks are independent of themselves, which means no matter how well you're comboing them, unless you kill them quickly, they're gonna be probably hitting you out of it.
Where's Kyrie?
Who knows?
Wait, it's time for
I
my dramatic
expect
boss
she's
fight.
catching up with her friend from
Well,
the
not
dump.
your dramatic boss fight yet,
What do you
Syax.
mean?
Got bricks to go through
She
first.
doesn't need you anymore.
I'm supposed to believe.
I wonder
Yeah,
if, like,
Frags isn't here yet.
did Zigbar just call dibs in this
You
room?
don't have to.
This is
Because
my
you
room.
teleport to
You can
unique
believe
rooms.
this.
You could go to unique rooms for
Organization
Syax
13 has no
and
further use
Luxord, but and of
Just
course,
Yeah.
and Zemnis never leaves to the top of the
Our
tower,
kingdom
Yeah,
except when
well-
he needs to do a dramatic speech. But like, this isn't Zigbar's room unless he got some really good dibs.
Yeah.
Either that or he just like screw you.
It's like, I
off.
don't want to wait.
I don't want to wait.
Hey
Yeah.
man, I just want this room because I'm gonna use it to F with Sora, alright?
I can
This kinda
manipulate
looks like a-
space. I can do whatever I want.
You know
This kinda looks
what?
like a
You know,
training
I
ground,
like also as we all know pretty much by 3D rather ISO, because by that point
Yeah.
he's ISO again. He got Norded, it's pretty clear, but he was in the process of being Norded here. But I feel like he was actually the one who believed the most out
Yeah,
of
he's-
everybody. He was just like genuinely like, I just want a heart again.
Again, we're gonna really talk about when we get to Zemnis, but like if there's, I always have a big problem with stories that take away from other games, and Dream Trap really did it for 2 of the whole thing where nobody's actually do have hearts.
And then the slide, because I mean honestly, because the thing is, it doesn't excuse Zemnis' actions, but it made him more sympathetic.
It made
That
a
was the
lot
thing.
of the
Maybe it was the moment where
organization
everybody
more
got the
kind of
most
sympathetic
confused.
and more interesting, but now that we know that it was all bullshit, you know, it really takes
Oh,
away
Kyrie
from
has a
lot of
Keyblade
them.
now. Wait, where did that Keyblade come
Yeah,
from?
where did that Keyblade
Yeah.
come from?
Yeah, like Kyrie's like, oh, wee, I
Where
can
the
do this
intrusions
too.
never end.
Well, she's emulating. If
I-
she's
I
emulating
can
anyone,
finally
she's
beat up
emulating
you
Sora.
bitches.
And Sora
At it.
has a pretty unorthodox combat style.
Actually, more
So
so.
here.
Good
They think they're
question.
relevant. They think they're relevant.
Castle for real estate
Nice,
reasons.
I guess. But what about
Yeah,
all the
it's like she's like, this castle is perfect except for the symbol. It looks rather
So, and it's also
phallic.
a little, it's also a little bright for her taste.
Yeah.
I need to bring out the Heartless renovation.
They're
Gonna put a
even when they're-
soldier here, a fat body here.
Yeah, she's just using all the basic stuff.
Oh, imagine like she uses the Heartless as renovation workers, and she's putting up.
Okay, does
putting up
anyone else
symbols.
notice that one tiny dot glowing green?
Yeah.
It's like she has the Heartless rearranging like the decoration. She's like, no, move it to the little left. No, move it up.
Yeah, that's right, Mickey. Save that chest for me. I'm gonna go in just a little bit.
Also, man, I wish I could kill enemies so quickly at this part of the game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when using you, Mickey. He's the epitome of Yoda with his
Yoda.
stupid overly long combo.
Yeah, he's Yoda in combat only. Everywhere else, we're just like, Mickey, why did you?
Disney.
No, he's freaking Solid Snake. He's just like, oh, you never asked.
No,
It's just like,
this just
you, Mickey.
this just holding on to Mickey is just like a child at Disney World. Mickey.
I love the two things with Mickey where it's just like, you have two situations with Mickey. You have, oh, I made a promise I couldn't tell you, but you also never asked. For this other thing.
And I'm just like,
is the
freaking-
nobody of
freaking
Xehanort,
why?
my
Also, the script hasn't been
And,
finished
and
yet, so I
you know,
didn't
Mickey
know that
has
yet.
the gall to ask Ansem that question.
Yeah.
I just realized that he has the gall to ask him. It's like, oh, why didn't you come to me when shit hit the fan? Yet you didn't tell anyone that shit hit the fan,
I
Mickey.
was obsessed.
I gotta go through this complicated process of getting the Keyblade from your ruined world store. Like, what's the issue with that?
Tried.
Also, I still need to finish that Mickey picture.
I know.
Hashtag JoJo. We're already past that. I mean, if that happens again, I will laugh really hard.
The funny thing is,
really
actually,
hard
Mickey
if
can't
Alex
show
killed
up
that
in the
armored
Zendis
Zendis.
fight, the first phase, Armored Zendis,
Only
even though he's
armored
locked
Zendis.
behind the door.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
Kyrie
but the
still
thing
gets
is-
screwed over out of his
Yeah, but the thing
participation
is,
in the
Mickey
final
can
fight.
Mickey can show up in Zigbar, can show up in Sykes, he can't show up in Luxord.
For some reason.
I don't know
Well, I mean,
why.
He got turned into a card.
But the thing is about Mickey saves is over time the chances of you getting it diminishes the more you get it throughout the game.
Yeah.
So like the first time you ask like on a boss that you do die on that Mickey is supposed to save you for the very first time, you will automatically get him. It is 100% chance, but then it goes down.
Yeah, which is another reason why the Zaldin fight gives people a lot of crap.
When I told him it would help Sora awaken.
Also, interesting note, Mickey does have his own levels and stuff, and you can level it up to 99 if you so chose.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you didn't know that.
No, I didn't know that.
Yes, you can level up Mickey to 99. I mean, it's absolutely useless, but I mean, you can.
Huh.
There's really no point.
Yes, I do miss
When Riku brought
Christopher Lee as Ansem. I think he did it before his passing. I know he passed way later on, but I think he stopped voicing him at Birth by Sleep because he did him for 358 and 2.
Yeah, I don't think he was like either available or whatever for Birth by Sleep.
No, he was in Birth by Sleep, and you know what? I'm gonna look that up for a second.
No, I don't think he was because I just played through Birth by Sleep. I don't think it's Christopher Lee credited there because especially in the Realm of Darkness, that scene in Blank Notes, I can tell that's definitely not Christopher Lee.
Okay, he passed away on June 2015.
I must make amends.
Trivia. No, okay, I need to actually go to Wikipedia, not me. Back it up. Wikipedia. Okay. Hurry up!
The time has come, Mickey, for me to help make sure Riku's a playable character later.
Okay, let me see. Okay, Lee provided the voice for Ants and the Wise in Kingdom Hearts 2, 358 Days Over 2 in Kingdom Hearts. Let me see. Oh, it was only 358 in Kingdom Hearts 2. It wasn't in Birth by Sleep. You are correct.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, thanks for killing every Heartless that wasn't me. Okay.
Show yourself.
Yeah.
No, I missed.
I'll be right back. My food's coming.
Zigbar just really wants to kill you himself.
Yeah.
Sora, Roxas.
Instead of wondering how Riku got Kyrie's Keyblade, I just want to know, how does Riku know that Kyrie can wield a Keyblade?
He's like, hey, let's see if this works. If it teleports
Sora,
out of
he
her hand,
called
it's
you
like,
Roxas because you literally just fought him.
well, I mean, he didn't hear
You
the
really
name.
put Organization 13 in a pickle. I
But he
guess
also
that
calls
was
it
Roxas.
Roxas's Twilight Town as well.
But man, did it pick a dud this time. You don't look like you're half the hero the others were.
Oh,
Well, I guess Sora's more or less.
that's the only reference that brings in Birth by Sleep there. You aren't half the hero that the others were.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was a line retroactively put in, or...
I mean, it was there in the original game, so like, I guess they just kind of worked it in. They might not have had the idea of the other heroes being specifically Ventus, Terra, and Aqua. So they might have had ideas of him being relevant before, but they just didn't have the characters nailed down yet. So I think I attribute this fight track with Zigbar more than Demix, actually.
Oh, I associate most with Zaldin.
Yeah, I can kind of see that,
but anyway,
I think because Zigbar's quotes are more memorable without being annoying like a lot of Demix's are.
Yeah. So Zigbar is pretty much just going to be shooting at you for most of the time. If you can use your double jump, you can block some of the bullets coming for you, and when he reloads, that's your chance to strike, though. If you use Hero's Crush and stuff like that, he really doesn't stand a chance, and wow, he's already starting his Desperation attack, oh my goodness.
Yeah, you shredded through him.
Thoughts on Digvar? Well, he is the most... He is the one... He is the organization member with the most relevance.
Yeah.
Digvar's okay.
Definitely.
Like, he is entertaining, but I think at the same time, they've been overplaying him too much in my mind.
Well, the fact that you get stuck with a kind of boring one-liner that they have to retroactively fit in more and more.
Yeah.
Like, he's certainly cool in that he has a lot more relevance than most other organization members in terms of screen time, but...
Boss fights.
I love his boss fight.
The boss fight's okay. I mean, and...
I wouldn't say love, yeah. I mostly like this section with the sniping.
And done.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he's also another boss fight that really doesn't get much love in the data rematches, because the only real difference is that he doesn't do the reload.
Yeah, he just shoots faster, so it's just more annoying.
Yeah.
Why did you call me Roxas?
Sorry, you still haven't picked up on it at this point.
Hey, hold on.
If only Sora could write and he could see the similarity in letters between Roxas and his own name.
Can you identify your name being mixed up?
Uh-oh, they need our help.
Sora and Rico are together.
X
We
in
have
my
no
name.
part to play here.
Sora.
Gee, I wonder if Riku will ever change back.
Rico chose that form so he could use the power of darkness.
Wasn't that what
Won't
the
be
whole...
easy.
He chose that form because that way he could control the darkness. Wasn't that the whole point of the Pula Squirt thing?
Control the darkness
Kyrie, we're on our
easier?
way.
It's like, Riku, you went through all of Castle Oblivion to fight off the darkness, but then you're like, oh wait, no, I need it. But then it's also a bad thing because darkness. And yeah, there's the whole balance crap that we always put in, but like, the only people who use darkness that aren't on the villain side are people who have like nice balance between the two, which means they aren't pure dark.
Yeah. And by the way, there's a lot of puzzle pieces in this world that just kind of taunt you because you need glide for them.
You do not believe enough.
No, it's because I just got final form, I don't have glide yet.
Well, I mean, you do have glide if you use final form,
But it guzzles down so much drive.
Yep.
And now,
Remember what Peter Pan said? Just fly, you just gotta believe.
I don't want to bring out Peter Pan right now because they'll just tell me no, I can't get it.
Don't be such a whippersnapper.
By the way, this room right here is like the final form grinding room. This is always where at least I went to, because you can just get them, especially in this little area right here, this is where you can grind all the smaller nobodies in order to level it up fast. Since,
Yeah, all the creeps.
since final form is leveled up by the amount of nobodies you get.
With no real difference in rank mattering.
Yeah.
Which is why, up until final mix version, the bottom of the castle was the best place to level up wisdom form, because it's just armies and armies of shadows and the occasional Neo shadows.
Yep.
But then they decided to change that because they wanted to populate the world with nobodies.
Nobody's everywhere.
Well, I guess to make more sense of the scene where Kingdom Hearts kind of blows up.
So do those hearts just like, are those like hearts that are just barely making it to the...
Yeah, that's a good question, because we're not really killing
fighting Heartless.
Yeah, we're fighting nobodies.
Them is in this praying chamber again.
Riku and Kyrie are fighting Heartless, but they're fighting shadows, which don't give hearts in this sense.
Odd.
Are there more Keyblade Masters we're not aware of? Are there even more of this Baker's Dozen?
This all Aqua's doing right now.
She'd be fighting
So,
pure bloods anyway.
wait. Considering that she needs to fight out Heartless, so Aqua is unintentionally
Kingdom Hearts
helping
ready?
build Kingdom Hearts.
But those
Wow.
are purebred, not Emblem Heartless.
Then I can end this charade.
The only Emblem can make
Uh,
Kingdom Hearts.
No, at least that's what the mechanics in 358 was.
How I've waited to hear.
So going by in-game logic.
I am back. Also, Miss Zigvar. I come in on the moment where Sykes like, can I? It's like,
Oh, but
can I-
you-
It's like, can I stop being nice now? It's
Yeah.
Like, oh, yep. And
But
he's
you
just
didn't. You didn't miss the most important scene.
Yeah.
Kyrie, but I was
Zemnis,
glad
can I
Make it with
stop?
Kyrie.
You and Riku
Zemnis, can I
went
stop
home,
being nice? You
so
were
I
being
came looking
nice.
for you.
Yeah, and he just gets a.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
there you go. And he gets a smile to go.
To be fair, he knew Kyrie was
This is real.
safer than Riku was.
No. No. Still
Sora
don't
is
do
more
it.
used to Kyrie being in
Well, I
distress,
mean,
so
he knew Kyrie at least was in her own body and
Wait,
on the islands
handsome.
for a year,
I mean,
whereas Riku was
Xehanort's
not.
heartless.
And then he
Because
finds
Riku
Riku and he
doesn't
looks
tell
like that.
anybody.
Second that I'd ever see you again.
Hey, you learn from the best of Mickey.
Just
Of
thinking
not telling
about all
anyone
the things you
anything.
did makes me really mad.
Mickey, you're a bad influence.
He is a very bad influence.
Disney is
See,
bad
Mickey-
influence on
Mickey-
kids.
Kyrie, right?
Mickey, like I said,
I have to be grateful for that.
I mean, it's still kind of a shoehorned excuse, but he just kind of, I mean, his excuse here is that he's, ashamed
Yeah.
that it had to come to this in order for him to protect
Riku,
Sora and everything
don't
from
go.
behind
And
the
the
scenes.
fact that Kyrie was a low quality model next to Sora there was a little not great.
What did you just say?
I was about to make a joke of imagine if they had the Ansem model,
I'm
a
no
low
longer
quality
just a
model,
castaway
with
from
him
the
right up
darkness.
against the camera there.
Sora, come here.
It's like,
Poor
guys,
Kyrie.
was that really worth cutting time and budget?
Hi, Richard Epcar.
Mhm.
Here. You'll understand.
Touch his hands and all will be clear. Somehow.
Close your
Somehow.
eyes.
Tingling.
And thus, fanfiction writers were given so much more power.
You mean they weren't given power because of the series in the first place?
I
Oh,
said more.
no,
fanfic.
in Kingdom Hearts
said-
1, I don't think they have too much of chemistry
I said
here, however.
More power.
Yeah, I mean,
Keyword there.
earlier in
I
this,
mean,
earlier in
the
this
groundwork
stream,
was always
we were
there.
talking about, Sora X Riku.
Riku.
This is the scene
It's Riku.
that
Here it
confirms
is. Wait a minute, no. Here it is. Here it
Sora
goes.
kicks
Here it
on his damn knees for him.
Come on,
It
Sora.
starts
Pull it
crying.
together. I looked everywhere.
Again,
This
just-
might as well be a marriage proposal, guys.
Will you accept this lucky ring?
It was him that was helping us.
Will you accept
I'm
this-
bisexual.
Will you share this Palpoo fruit with me?
Those clues.
This is a lucky ring. This is just a painted drawing, you cheap fuck.
He did through the
I
pop.
was
The
starting
pop.
to worry you
Riku did
guys
through the
weren't ever gonna
Powerpuff
catch
Fruit
on.
and
At Sora, yeah.
Everyone has brought that up millions of times.
Why didn't
So
you let me
Riku.
know you were okay?
Also, I have another
I told
question.
you.
Why
Yeah,
is it
I didn't
that
want to
them
be found.
holding hands suddenly reverts Riku back to his actual voice?
I guess it's more. Well, I thought of it more of like this is Riku, like not trying to put on the impersonation anymore.
My heart and I won.
No, I say this
He's
is
got some
just
range.
this is just presentation
I
crap.
had to become
It's no different than when like a character body swaps in
Does
an
that
anime
mean
and they keep their
we can't change back?
original voice despite the fact that
Well,
makes
the
no
thing,
sense.
well, the thing, I mean, no, actually,
Until it
in
is.
a body swap situation,
I still need
I
the
know
power
body
of
swaps don't even
darkness.
make it like realistically aren't possible. If
Let's
they were to
finish it.
happen, you would
You're
keep the
still
voice
Riku
of the
no matter
person
what.
whose body you swapped with because of the fact
Yeah.
that because it's based
Well,
on
I
their
guess
vocal
in this
cords.
case he's not
So
technically
how
body
about it?
swapping because his
Think
body
we can handle one
transformed
last
into
rumble
that.
together?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Things waiting.
But it should still be Ansem through and through in terms of physical appearance.
How
Anyway,
gay is your-
Oblivion, finally!
Quote unquote. one last rumble.
Jojo, they are not getting married. They
They
are
are
married.
Anyway, Oblivion, pretty much it makes more drive gauge restore as when you're in MP charge, so pretty much it's just used in conjunction
It's
with
better than
Oathkeeper.
KH1 Oblivion in every way, my but
Yeah.
Well, Kingdom Hearts 1's is just high critical hits.
Yeah.
No,
well,
it's no high damage.
Well, in
No,
the
it's
original,
critical hits.
well,
No,
I'll still
one-wing
level
one-wing
Oblivion.
angel is high crit.
I'll
Well,
still
I mean, of
level
course there's
Oblivion
high
in
nerfs,
KH1
but
original,
KH1.
not Final Mix, because
Yeah.
Final Mix it got heavily nerfed.
It just got hit critical hit ratio nerfed, which is why it seemed worse, despite the fact its stats were exactly the same on the surface.
It's a device to reclaim Kingdom Hearts and encode it as data.
Not sure I get it.
Yeah, I agree, Mickey. I don't get this either.
Yeah.
By all, just
After
Diz,
all,
by all accounts, it doesn't make any
hearts are
sense.
unpredictable.
Doesn't make sense.
Don't worry,
The script says
Mickey. I
The
have
script
the.
says to do it.
I'm storing the soul for
Do you have
data to be
any
used
better
in a
plans
phone
with
slash
this?
DS game. It's gonna be great.
I don't have a good feeling about this, Sansa. Well, do you have any better ideas, Becky?
No.
Just watch.
But yeah, I'm pretty much gonna be
Okay.
using Oblivion for the rest of the main story.
Can I just say that the first time I came into this room was like the proof of existence? It was kind of jarring because it felt like a graveyard.
Yeah.
At this point.
Well, I guess it's kind of the prelude into this game with the data rematches, because that's kind of, in a way, is sort of graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Zedmus, you actually respect and bury your dead?
So,
we
yeah,
had you to hear from the
so
beginning.
basically, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to level up drive, your final drive, just run up and down the castle, fighting nobodies, back and forth, labyrinth for me.
Yep. This is, like, this area in particular is where I usually go to grind it up.
This is also where I usually go to do level grinding in general. Just put in EXP plus because most of these enemies I know their patterns.
And there we go, we already got level 2 on final.
Yep.
There we go.
Well, it also has a lower level caps, mostly because nobodies are a little bit harder to kill than some.
Well, I think they may have dropped the level cap further in 2 final mix because it was a hell of a lot more tedious to grind final and vanilla too, if I remember.
Man, imagine if the explosion finisher could counter enemies.
I love it.
Like just all that essentially invincibility frames.
Okay, but yeah, Alexandra, what I was saying before with Zexion, you notice right here that they don't have his book here because in the original, when they were making 2, they didn't come up with the book yet for him as his weapon, so...
Clever girl. Good boy.
I don't know why they didn't fix that in Final Mix, considering he has a boss fight now, but...
I'm trying to remember each of their titles. Zigbar was a free shooter. Zalda was a whirlwind lancer.
Okay, well, let's try it now. Zigbar, free shooter.
I just want to guess. I want to guess before you do it.
Oh,
Zalda
okay,
was a whirlwind lancer.
Zeldin, Whirl Lancer. Vexen.
Chili academic.
Yep.
Okay.
And,
Lexi is, I believe, was a silent hero.
Yeah, I think
Silent Hero, yep.
Shit, I don't remember Zexion.
Zexion is the cloaked schemer.
Cloak.
Yeah.
Really? That's not. That's not. You, like, if you think about it, that's more Vexen's thing. But anyway.
I would say that'd be more Marluxia.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, to be fair,
Syx was the Luna Diviner.
Yep.
Axel was Flurry of Dancing Flames.
Yep, and thank you for the follow.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that was also part of Axel's. That was part of Axel's description as
Yeah,
well.
Demix was Melodious Nocturne. Luxor's Gambler Fate.
Yep.
Gambler
Then Marluxia?
The Graceful Dahlia. Which is ironic.
No, Graceful
again.
Assassin.
Graceful Oh, no, I Really? It was Graceful Dahlia! Vanilla 2!
Oh, I guess it must have changed.
I'm fairly certain.
Hold on! I'm looking this shit up right now!
Okay, anyway, before you do
I don't
that,
think
anyway,
You don't wanna imply-
for Larxene,
Larxene is the Savage Nymph, I believe.
Savage Nymph, yep, and then Roxas,
The
Key of Destiny.
the Key of Destiny. I do like how Roxas is lit up blue because you did, he is technically still alive in Zora. Alright, anyway,
Hang on.
on to Luxord, who's
I guess
probably
they
one of my
realized
least
that
favorite
Mar-
organization
what's that? I
fights.
guess
It's the king.
They changed Marluxia's title too late when they turned him from female to
They
male.
must be higher up.
But
Otherwise,
it
I'm
would
just
already had-
imagining
It
Marluxia's
would have already
face
been
with
male
Dahlia's
designed
body.
by the time you get to Kingdom Hearts 2.
Hang
Because
on.
Chain of Memories has already come out.
Image of Marluxia in Dahlia's body.
Also, Luxord, could we not skip the formalities? I kind of like to know you more than not at all.
Luxor, did you just basically put those cards up as a stage transition? Like on an actual theatrical kind of stage transition? Because that's what I think.
Hang on. No, maybe I just took this character.
Coda.
Yeah, fight Darby from JoJo. Can we give him a panic attack?
Anyway, Luxord's fight is probably one of my least favorite organizations just because
It's
I
an
don't...
interesting gimmick fight, but I don't really...
It's interesting on paper.
I think I just have a lot more disdain of it because of the data battle, because it
I
just...
think I dislike it mostly in the...
Wait a minute!
Especially its original fight, because you start out in the dice, so then it just makes more of a waiting game than anything else.
Yeah.
It's a rough start to have to deal with.
Wait a minute. Wait. So this guy might be... I'm so confused because now I'm trying to click on other articles. Now I'm just like, wait, what's going on with 3? This guy might be Marluxia as a real person? I'm so confused!
Oh, you're not up to date on Key.
No, I'm not because I don't play the mobile game.
I don't play it either, but
Union
I'll look
Cross. I remember that was a huge thing.
Yeah, I played Unchained back when it was Unchained Key for a good while, and then I just stopped.
Yeah, no, Marluxia and Ventus might have more relevancy than we originally
Ventus?
given.
Wait, Ventus?
Yeah, Ventus is now in there for some reason.
Ventus is also there at the same time as Marluxia as a real person. Don't ask, I don't know. And I don't think Nomura does either.
At least Marluxia was a surprise since the promotional arc they were framing somebody else until they...
Yeah. At least Marluxia makes a bit more
Bridged her.
sense because we didn't know anything about him prior to being a nobody.
Well, yeah, that's
Then
that.
is like, what the hell? How much more
I
relevant?
constantly did ask that question. I was like, okay, well, if we know all these people, we knew 1
Except
to 8.
Larcene.
No, we knew
Yeah.
1 to 8 as like normal people for the longest time. I was like, okay, what about 9 through 12?
Yeah.
We still have nothing on Damix. We'll have to wait
Nothing
for
on
the
Demix,
story,
nothing
I
on
guess.
Luxord, and nothing on Larcene.
Yeah. I remember, like, I think I was watching a stream of Kingdom Hearts. I guess someone was streaming to Kingdom Hearts 2 like we are now.
You and your pause buffering, Pat.
This
You
is
wonder
basically
if anyone-
required to win the... That's basically required to win his data fight.
Oh, please, I could do this.
No, in the
Yeah,
in the
it's
data...
trial and error.
No, it just... Honestly, I am just used to doing that because of the data fight where it
I
is...
really like that. You're just like, fuck your cards.
Well, no, because in the data fight, it's pretty much required for you to do
No,
that in order to win.
It's not just... No, it's not pretty much. It is required. You
Yeah.
can't finish the fight unless you
I do
that.
wonder if they're going to... How in KH3 they're going to bring up the characters from the mobile game. Because they actually have... They actually modeled... I don't remember Ephemir in the cutscenes, so they have a model for him.
Yeah, they have them... I don't know. I don't want those characters to actually show up.
Be more confusing.
The fact that Ventus and Marluxia are there already is already going to cause trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
So how old is Ventus?
He was like what, 14 when Birth by Sleep happened?
14, 15.
Yeah, it was
About
like
the same age
14,
Sora
15,
is.
Sora is in 2, and Kingdom Hearts 1 takes place about 10 years after that? And,
Yeah. So like right now he should be 25, but if he's in Unchained Key, then
He's a lolly at that point.
he's a dragon lolly from Fire Emblem.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And
You turn
already.
to a dragon. You just haven't found the dragon stone yet.
Yeah, you lost your Dragonstone pretty early on.
I want to get my legendary Tiki. She looks so flipping adorable.
I love her in Bantu's outfit. It's so
That's
cute.
really getting old.
Yes, pure sweet Shadow Dragon Tiki.
No, there's a new banner out on Fire Emblem Heroes, and she's one of the young Tiki's one of the legendary heroes for it, and she's like the featured one, and she looks so fucking cute.
Different name, same fate.
I just want you to eat her up and print your
Alright,
cheek.
now up for Syx at this point.
I do like how Syx's weapon changes when he goes into his berserk state.
I feel like I want to like this fight more, but it's still a pretty basic fight.
I like that's all that it did. It was just enough to...
That wasn't even like a Kingdom Hearts 1 arrow or anything like that. It was just a little whoop.
Yeah.
Kaido's very pissed off with Janitor.
I mean, this point size might as well be the janitor.
Yeah, I really want to see his boss fight in 3. Especially if you play as Axel or have Axel as a allied member.
Yeah,
Because we
I
need some reaction commands for that.
Yeah, because I mean they already sort of hinted at that with 3D and that. I mean, if you didn't play Birth by Sleep, then whoops on that front. But
Well, even the fact that they're gonna have a meeting on the clock tower is already gonna be an interesting cutscene.
which also raises the question of when is that meeting taking place?
A Kingdom Hearts tree, trying to figure out which cutscenes come from them.
Yeah, come from Kingdom Hearts 3 or a
It's basically
flashback.
like the Infinity War trailers. That's just like, all right, so at what point does this happen?
Yeah.
Mr. Yensu, I don't feel so good.
I remember the whole deal of game theory basing off when the Infinity Stones gets just by the trailer footage.
Yeah.
And then it's revealed in the movie that they just edited.
Yeah, they edited out which stone, the extra stones.
Mm-hmm.
So that he always had only the first 2 because those were known that to be happening.
No. Bringing up size, since we haven't talked about it too much. Overall, I really did enjoy Kirk Thorne's performance because he really goes to like 0 to 60 in this fight in terms of voicing. It was beautiful.
And
that's
meanwhile,
the
he
point,
got an
obviously.
Oblivion shoved up the butthole.
Oh god, yes he did. Holy shit.
Oh, my ass!
Yeah, but
My ass cracked.
It definitely, in terms of recent performances, it definitely reminds me of who from Persona 5 going from 0 to 60 because that was incredible.
No, all I'm thinking there, I would feel that if I had a heart.
Kingdom Hearts.
Also, it's funny.
Okay.
And then
go
it's like, what's that mean?
now.
It's like, what's that mean? It's like, oh, sure. I think he said you don't give. It's like, I think he said you got a small dick. See, right
While
here,
you do
if they did retcon this whole organization thing, that would have been a more poignant scene.
Yeah.
Get it.
Hell, it's still kind of poignant for just Iax, but because he wouldn't have known. I guess, maybe, I don't know. He's the right-hand man to Zednis, so you feel like he would have known all the information.
I never turned into a heart.
Hashtag blame DDD.
Right.
Oh yeah, I remember that time when I stabbed myself.
Remember?
right. That time.
It was painful, but I don't really.
That was a rough Tuesday.
Use the Keyblade because he was your nobody. That's why Zemnis brought him into the
By the way, I
organization.
was watching that part. I was listening to that part. What at work yesterday. I was snickering too hard because I forgot you triggered the glitch with Irish
Yeah, that was pretty great.
See, once again, you didn't beat Riku, Rox. It's like those shenanigans.
And Riku, yeah,
Well,
no.
I mean, to be fair, in 3.5a, like in 3.5a, according to the boss, I mean, the last boss is Riku, even though I still don't think that's the real final boss. The real final boss is Shion.
No, it's
Yeah, the real final boss is
the
Shion.
Riku fight might as well be
an extra thing.
victory lap.
Might as well be a
victory lap.
secret episode or something like that.
Yeah, but the thing is, Riku was pretty much knocked down. You pretty much knock him silly by the end of that, and then somehow Riku just retaliates immediately.
But I mean, this is all the same fight, so that's not the same as Rox is saying, oh, I beat Riku once. It's all part of the same fight.
Wait, time out. Was this the scene taken for 3.5a? And
Yeah,
No.
this is from 3.5a, and they brought it into 2 Final Mix.
Okay, because that's what I thought. That's what I thought because he took off because this. I remember him freaking.
Yeah, I think this is 2.5, since they already had the cutscene. They decided to throw it into here.
What are you talking about?
Voice shenanigans.
And me. Nobody else.
Roxas can just imitate their voices. You just have a little hide and seek. It's like, no, I'm over here. No, I'm over here.
How many times do I have to beat you?
I'm over here, yeah, at this point. Yeah, because I remember, that was when Roxas actually injured Riku's arm to the point that he couldn't use it.
Yeah.
Even though that's not really described as it's not really
Especially because he had a barrier.
I've been holding back.
Also, he's not holding his
Yeah,
arm.
because this is when he takes off the yep. He takes off his Yep, called it. Yeah, it's like this was from 358. I knew it.
Yep.
I knew it.
Time to make Chain of Memories irrelevant.
irrelevant.
Yep.
Come Guardian!
Well, it's irrelevant and not irrelevant at the same time. And
It's
I'll
the
explain
problem.
why.
It's only relevant because organization members die. That's it.
No, it's not that. Well,
It's
not
more-
only that. Not
it's
that,
more-
but here's the thing. Remember, in Riku's story was
I
the
have
fact that
accepted it.
he had to accept the fact that, you know, he fucked up and he had to make things right, and B, darkness, not all darkness is bad.
But meanwhile, he is saying now he's struggling to control the darkness, even though that was like his entire point. Of
No, he pretty much is controlling it without issue. It's just that it was at the cost of his appearance.
Somehow.
For some
I've
reason.
grown
Yeah,
into an
see
old
that?
man.
See, and at that point, I didn't get it. I'd see it. That I don't. It's like that's
Ridiculous.
inexplicable. I don't know that part.
And nobody cannot feel anything.
That's what she said.
I guess the fact that
If you had met
Ansem
Sora,
isn't actually controlling
things might
Riku
have
here
been different.
is more or less what means that Chain of Memories was relevant. Because you assume if this happened back in Chain of Memories, then
Well, no, I'm
Ansem
saying
would
that
be
by
in
the
control.
end of Riku's arc is
Maybe
that,
I
you
don't
know,
need to fight him
now he's
after
not
all.
afraid to control the darkness or anything like that, but
Left the
now in
organization
2 he
because
suddenly is afraid?
He really wanted to meet you.
Well, the thing is, he didn't want. I think it was just a point of he didn't want to rely on it. He
wish I
wasn't.
could
He
meet him
is basically
too.
is like. It's basically a literal last resort. He's like, I will use it if necessary. Because it's pretty clear here. Because you see in a later scene, Sora asked him why was he wearing the blindfold, and he's like, because he's like, who are you trying to fool? And the
All
Riku's
right,
like,
let's
myself,
go.
because it was pretty clear he didn't want Sora to know that he was still doing this as a means to protect it, like keep an eye on him. Because he was
Riku.
he's pretty much has been whole racked with guilt for fucking with Sora the entirety of the first game for I don't know how long.
And you guys.
Were you
make
on the
fun of
drugs
Rebecca's
again?
celebration.
But you hitting up those white mushrooms again.
Yeah, they're adorable.
Oh,
They are
god
really
damn it,
cute.
Sora.
They're friendly until they summon pink whatever the hell.
Yeah.
And they're annoying.
Handsome?
I kind of wish, like, I know they're going for the gravestone thing, but if you could go to each of those areas and just fight a nobody based off of that person. Just
Yeah.
do farming in that sense.
That's what the data battles are. So.
Yeah.
No, not the organization members. They're
Just
lower nobody.
the nobody that they control.
But then they would have to make a nobody for
The inhabitants
Vexen,
of my
a
twilight
nobody
town
for Lexius, a nobody for
data
Zexion. Good luck with
created
that
from
because they
real.
didn't even have the books at the time.
I will be fine with that in Kingdom Hearts 3.
I do, yeah, because I do hope we get a lot more nobody titans this time around. Because we do
Honestly,
get.
at this rate,
There's so much
Ansem's
more
dialogue
in
should be,
system.
I was convinced that they would think
I
he
saw it
behaved the way
when
I
Roxas
envisioned.
Yeah,
Because that
honestly.
machine is just boiling
Accepted.
That's a good question.
That's a good question.
Once we know the source of the energy, we'll stop Dr. Wowie.
Once we find
Yeah,
it.
back in the recording booth, Sir Christopher Lee. Are you sure this is necessary? Yeah, do it. It's accurate to the scene.
By the way, he's like having a Rosalina like galaxy underneath that machine.
With that one poise.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like,
he has Mario
wait,
Galaxy.
did he steal Rosalina and steal her? And how could you, man? How could
Well,
you?
it's like whatever Rosalina has underneath her dress, according to Smash Bros., where there's just a galaxy underneath there.
She is the cosmos. Don't you understand that she is the cosmos?
Sora,
She's like,
Girl,
fuck the king of all
galaxies,
cosmos.
dear.
She is the
doubt you
cosmos.
can hear me, but I
Speaking of that, I am going to be getting that Katamari remake.
I'll probably pick it up. I've never played
Rox
it.
mentally flips the bird at Ansem here.
Please allow me to do what it says.
Say sorry now, eh?
His heart's decided. We can't change that.
Okay, see, that's the start of all this bullshit starting. You're just like, oh, his heart started. No! Do something!
Here you all are.
Let someone kill themselves over destroying.
They have
Destroying
conviction. We can't fight that.
Like,
Also,
are you
man, the
really-
smooth
oh my
voice
God.
brigade is here.
You look pathetic. Have your laugh. I deserve as much for failing to see you for the fool you are.
Between Handsom's voice and Zemnis's voice, he just got all the smooth you need.
Yeah.
Just so much smooth.
After all,
All you're
none of this
missing,
would
all,
have
you,
happened
all you're
without
missing is
you.
for Riku to revert back to.
Well, no,
his
especially
actual
since the
hands.
Soul Calibur beta is happening right now. It's just I've heard so much of this voice this past weekend.
Of Richard Epcar?
Yeah.
Ever dared.
Is that Zemnis's voice?
I
Richard?
admit,
No. Who
my
voiced
disregard
this?
brought
I don't even know.
chaos to
No,
more
Richard Epcar
blows
voices.
than one.
Yeah.
Richard Epcar voices.
So many times, but I always forget.
Yeah, but like Zemnis's voice is
Richard Epcar voices
Ansem.
Exactly.
Ansem.
Paul St. Peter is the voice of Zemnis.
Yeah,
okay.
because he's also
What else is
the
that?
he's also the modern Soul Calibur announcer as well. So
Fascinating. Okay.
I'm creating a brand new world. One
Okay,
heart at
I'm
a
going to
time.
look up and see what else he has done.
I thought
Okay, like-
anime.
all you ever do is hold.
you're
That's
trying to
right.
create your own world, give hearts for everyone
I
except
understand,
fucking
though.
not because
Unlike me, you have a heart, and you're powerless to
You build my
control,
cult of hearts.
consumed.
I'm just
by
trying to
the
see if he's done
jealousy you
anything
feel
like.
toward
How
the
could a
strength
voice be
that
so
surpassed
dull,
you?
yet so sexy at the same time?
Holy crap! He's been voicing since 1985. Jesus
Damn.
Christ!
You have
I'm just looking to see if I recognize
Only
any
proved how
like
little we both
major
know.
roles.
We may
He's in
profess
JoJo's
to know the
Bizarre
heart,
Adventure. Do you know
but
any
its
guys
essence
named
is
Jack the
beyond
Ripper,
our
Dyer, or
reach.
Wamu?
Oh wow, like 2 of those are jobbers, so that's unfortunate. But Wamu's a pretty major character, so that's awesome. Oh man, I need to watch part 2 now.
Ugh.
I need to listen to
Well,
more Paul
you
St. Peter.
tried to create.
Ignorance
that
of
in
his
In any your empire of ignorance, that is why this creation you are doomed to fail.
You're doomed to fail until you have multiple backup plans, because
Rico, you
sequels.
know what to do. King Mickey, my friend.
Okay, video games. Let me
Forgive
see.
me.
Oh, he was a narrator in Soul Calibur 5 as well. Okay.
Yep. And then Ansem fucking
Oh wait!
exploded.
Oh my god! He wait, let me see. Oh! Oh! He was Kurama in Naruto! Okay, that was a major role, never mind!
Oh.
Mr. Ninetales!
Oh cool.
Oh, okay. Yes, I'm inside Naruto.
I am Naruto's nobody.
Time for... I freaking like that this is more very reminiscent of the end of Kingdom Hearts 1. They should have just zoomed in on Riku's face,
Yeah.
like, similar to it. Because that would be some nice deja vu.
Yeah.
It's raining hearts.
Hallelujah, it's raining out.
Raining hearts, not farts.
Well, you could say it's raining men, because hearts are technically people.
That's true.
That be,
And now,
but that be that's not being equal to all hearts. There might be women and others who identify as others with those hearts. So fuck you.
And
Yeah,
so
no,
the
I'm not keeping that.
so
Wait,
the heart
and hold on. Is Paul Eiding not voicing anybody anymore? Hold on. Now I'm looking this stuff up. Cause I know he
the wind current was too strong. Now I have rub face floor burn.
Yeah, I know he's Colonel. I know he's Roy. I'm starting to because somebody brought up Paul Eiding voiced Roy Campbell in Metal Gear, also Max Tennyson.
You let that hair grow long.
Like, Riku, why did you get a haircut?
Anything could happen.
You
And
look
your
better
hair
like
is
this.
clearly clipping into your skull right there. Oh my gosh.
Maybe that's why you got the haircut, because
Yeah.
it keeps flipping.
Oh my God, Colonel Campbell is Hojo. I don't know if I'm fine.
Wait, Hojo from what?
Final Fantasy VII.
Oh.
Or at least it's sequels.
What was that? Yes, the ones that actually have voice acting, which I
Yeah, no,
said.
that's why I say sequels.
His eyes couldn't lie.
Sequels and prequels and what have you.
And so I removed this blindfold so I can see. I still have hair over my eyes.
Myself. Riku, Come on, man. Why did
Well,
you try
I
to
mean,
do so much on your
it's kind
own?
of unclear how Final Fantasy.
Why are you
rolls
trying to do so much on your own? Maybe because you were taking a nap for an entire year?
Well, he
Maybe that was
didn't
a thing?
Well, they could have helped each other out if Naminé didn't screw Sora over.
Yeah.
Back on the island, and wouldn't mind if she actually took some in on the action.
Have you forgotten?
Kairi finds her own Keyblade. She finds it herself and he's like, screw it, I'm going
Wait a
on an
minute.
adventure.
Wait a minute. Time out.
Say that
If we get codec conversations again in Smash Ultimate,
Yeah.
does that mean Paul Eiding's gonna have to get credited again?
Yes.
What should we do, Riku? We
Oh,
must
they're static.
defeat Xemnas.
Yeah.
He's the organization's
This
last
apocalypse
survivor.
has begun.
Ace Archer, Ace Archer, we haven't started season 3 of Final Fantasy VII Mission Abridged yet.
And
Although I
Riku's
do-
new look for 2. Finally. Fuck that
Like,
road.
I'll go along with you as long as it helps me fight Hojo.
I actually threw out my voice trying to do the Hojo line.
Alright, and meanwhile, final party member of Riku, which I gotta say was a pretty nice surprise your first time
Nice
playing.
surprise. I just kind of wish he joined sooner because
Yeah.
the level's almost over.
Yeah.
And while he
But-
gets a lot to do, and while he does a lot in the final battle, I would have liked to have just had more Riku.
But holy shit, Zayla did a flashy limit break in the game, and it
Oh,
hurt.
I'm so about to pull it off.
hurt.
I always finish the final battle with that. I
Yep.
refuse to finish it any other way.
And Sora, I shall show you my buffness.
Look at it. Look
Not
at
that
it.
buff, but he is built.
Alright. Since you have to do a fight right here, session!
Brony Raiko? Saix? That's not Saix, that's Isa. Haha.
Also, Saix is currently in the process of being reincarnated, so technically not a survivor.
Technically, yeah. Saix, he did. Freaking love this! It's so beautiful!
It is definitely one of my favorite limits in the game.
Like gameplay wise, if you want to show like Kingdom Hearts in a nutshell, just show them this limit break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's one of the few limits that really didn't get hit too hard in the conversion to final mix, so because the limits overall got a pretty big nerf to this one.
Well, to be fair, this is the last.
Burn through.
This is also the last limit you get access to in the game. It should be
Yeah.
powerful.
You gotta feel the bromance, yo.
Also, technically, the last survivor of the organization would, I guess, technically be Roxas, since he is technically still alive in Sora.
Rox is by technicality.
Yeah, no, Rox is in. Well, I mean, do we count Shion?
Well,
She
Shion
wasn't
got
even more-
wiped from existence, so...
But she's not wiped. According to 3D, she's not wiped from existence. I don't know.
Also, she was never really a member.
Yeah.
There are only 13 seats.
Drive the killing game.
I thought 13 members was a suitable starting point.
Alright, and I'm gonna be fighting a few of these sorcerers because they drop Twilight Crystals, which I need for, recipes.
Hang on,
Say
give me a second. I
everything.
need to look.
Not really, but it feels like it. It's always the more rare material that.
Well, no,
feels
these
like
are
you
the only
need for
guys.
everything.
Sorcerers are the only guys that drop Twilight Crystals in the game.
I know.
So.
I was saying, like, well, my comment was like, I had the line of you need them because you need Twilight Crystals for everything, which is a lie, but it feels like it because they're a rare material.
Also, contrary to what that reaction command says, Riku does not fly around the field like crazy. He just procs up a shield. He procs up a shield in front of you.
It is nice for the Zen this fight, but that's like the only time I'll use it.
Like, the only thing... actually, Dark Aura is the only reaction command you have with them, right?
No, Dark Shield and Dark Aura are both.
Okay, because I know one of the levels on the limit break reaction command is Dark Faraga as well.
Yeah.
Dark Shield is when you're in the middle of being comboed, he can stop it, and Dark Aura is more a combo to extender.
No.
Which is what you kind of wish Donald was more like in that.
Well, no,
tell him when to start using his
KH4,
moves.
I don't feel like it's gonna retcon Dream Drop because for KH4, they're pretty much gonna start
according
from
to
scratch.
Nomura, KH3 is supposed to be the end of the Xehanort. So if there is a KH4, It should have nothing to do with anything that came before it.
Well,
okay?
at the same time, I feel like honestly, the KH4 might have a completely different director since Nomura has said.
They're just chugging Heartless out of these holes, like chugga.
Yeah.
Wait, Nomura has said what?
Nomura had said that it might also be his last Kingdom Hearts 3 just because.
Oh please, Sakurai said the same about Smash.
Well, at the same time, he has stated in.
Sakurai's not writing the story.
But yeah, it's also that.
My real estate workers are rebelling.
I think at the same time, Nomura is just kind of he has shown this state of like just he doesn't really feel like it's his franchise anymore at this point because of all the hands that are on it. Because basically, Square Enix has treated Kingdom Hearts now like their new Final Fantasy in a way. Because it's the thing that will consistently sell.
I like this exchange.
Yeah.
Your Majesty, do not forget. When I've destroyed them all, this castle shall be mine.
Except no, it never is yours.
Opportunities like this.
Maleficent, what do you even do?
Yes.
I'm trying to finish up my real estate. These heartless workers are rebelling. They're not
Also,
doing the decorations.
Ace Archer. Well, if we were into Space Paranoids, if we happen to run into base in Space Paranoids, then maybe. But nope.
But
And how
doing what their hearts
much of a jobber would Base be, or how OP would he be?
Prankster, we don't know what else Sakurai is working on. He could be secretly working on Kid Separation 2. Please tell me.
I don't think he's working on another one.
I want another one!
Trust me, I not want another one just as much, but anyway, final room of the world that never was. We'll talk to Man Sex up here.
I keep wanting to say the world ends with you.
That's not till Dream Drop.
I told Patrick earlier that Nomura actually made an image to celebrate. Like,
I did see that. That was really cool.
Yeah,
I love Nomura's crossover art whenever he does it.
To the whole.
Although it is really interesting seeing the Tweeby characters in a more Final Fantasy Kingdom Hearts design than their more like actual design.
Yeah.
Denizens of light.
Whole killing game joke. Shion, the 14th organization member, lying somewhere in this world. The one they call the ultimate replica.
Watch out for her.
But the world's made of light and darkness. You can't have one without the other.
I really like this fight, but I kind of dislike how a lot of the time in this in these fights you don't have the whole party here helping.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Like I can kind of understand Kyrie because they probably didn't actually think of making her a combat model, but like
Kyrie Keyblade. I didn't
crew.
think much of it through though.
Ronnie Raiko, the point you're making, that is a valid point, but if Smash Ultimate is Sakurai's last Smash Bros. For real, I'm fine with that.
It definitely. I mean,
Ultimate.
the way Ultimate is being set up definitely feels like a Swan Song-esque kind of game. So.
Like I said, this man is spoiling us rotten right
now.
Just give it a rest.
Also, hello, Racing John. Welcome to the stream.
Thank you. And also, Sora, that is racist as fuck.
What did he just say?
Well, Can't Real, you're nobodies. You don't even extend.
Well, fuck you too, buddy.
Meanwhile, Shiraxis inside is just going, son of a bitch.
No matter what misery befalls the world,
I'm still inside you, Sora. I can hear you, bitch.
What you feel.
Like, yeah, I'm kind of not a real nobody because I have cheats, but shut up.
Actually, you have two nobodies inside you, good sir.
Jojo, that's the joke.
And anyway, phase 1 of Xemnas, pretty much just a redux of his boss fight in Kingdom Hearts 1 Final Mix.
But
yeah,
but nowhere near as
less insta kills.
That's why I said with nowhere near as difficult.
And he doesn't mess
more
with your...
reaction command.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Building command right from the start.
Yeah, that's always been like that.
Alright, I'm gonna try and go for the third one.
Good luck, because you can actually switch over pretty
I
quickly.
didn't know there was more reaction commands besides the first one for years.
Me neither.
I didn't know until I had the official guide.
Got it!
Like, wait, why is there extra commands?
Because I just happened to do a trigger it because I was just mashing a triangle button while talking to somebody.
Love it.
Like, what?
And so we turned Star Wars.
Like we weren't already? This just cements it at this point.
Hasn't Nomura? Well, I mean, to be fair,
Nomura
has indicated how much he likes Star Trek and Star Wars.
That's evident by Birth by Sleep.
Yeah.
Especially in a lot of his plot points.
Mm-hmm.
Also, man, the character Xehanort is fucking cursed because both English and Japanese voice actors died of cancer after performing in Dream Drop Distance.
Oh, you don't get Norded, folks.
Well, Leonard Nimoy, he lived long, and he prospered, and he got Norded. Then he got Norded.
I guess kind of. Would he be Norded if he is Nord? Can you Nord yourself?
Well, judging by Dream Drop Distance, yes.
Well, I mean,
Brony, Raiko, they all exist in their own. Kingdom Hearts exists in its own universe. Why?
Yeah.
It's like what's their, like, especially with the Final Fantasy characters, they got freedom to do with it, whatever the heck they want with it.
Yeah.
Because their backs. Damn, that was fast.
Yeah, we are finishing.
I feel like I might be because we're on critical mode, but your damage output is always so much higher than I remember.
Yeah.
I killed Zemnis. Not yet.
Again.
Yeah, Heihachi's voice actors is kind of doomed also.
Yeah.
Like everyone's like, Sora, god damn it, stop warping to places that we don't know of.
Ah!
Quit pretending to be dead and teleporting.
Where's Zemnis?
Oh, I'm just the biggest troll of them all. Ow.
Hear me, Kingdom Hearts.
Also, where did he send you?
Man, this scene loses so much impact after 3D.
Mm-hmm.
Again, my big problem is Zemnis is, I think, way more interesting than Ansem just for the sole fact of that he's just trying to become whole. His means of doing so, you know, are
That's why I said that's what a sympathetic villain usually is. It's like you feel for them, but you don't defend their actions.
Yeah, but because Dream Drop went and said, oh wait, they all have hearts, so Zemnis was just being a dick.
Yeah, their excuse to kind of give reason to why Axel invented Roxas had more emotions than the standard nobody.
But
yeah, but isn't the whole point is that they're trying to?
Oh, god damn it! Now I'm thinking of Top Box live streaming this one part. There's like, Zemnis, stop reaching your hands in the air.
I will put them up like you just don't care.
This is a preload to Wiggly Arms.
Wiggly hands. Well,
wacky waving arm, inflatable waving tube nobodies.
Yeah, definitely like. It's definitely started here where Zemnis, or not even Zemnis, Xehanort really like to animate his hands.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought you were gonna say ham it up. I was like, no. That was in the first
Bill
game.
and Zane did that, boy.
He wasn't even hamming it up, it was mostly the writing.
Brody Raiko, you know, if they had got William Shatner to voice actor.
I also like how Kyrie was clearly pointing there before the door even started to materialize.
Oh, that's anime.
Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, yeah, my Prince of Heart senses
Mickey, isn't Kingdom Hearts the thing to the right there, or?
Gave us this doorway. They want us to be
This is artificial Kingdom Hearts. He started from this whole cult.
There's artificial Kingdom Hearts, and there's artificial Kingdom Hearts right there.
Yeah,
and then there's whatever the hell the door from before was. And then there's whatever the hell Zemnis summons in Birth by Sleep.
And then there's whatever the hell Aqua's running around in the fragment.
Yeah, and Riku is basically just saying there.
I'm Kingdom Hearts. Are there other Kingdom Hearts I need to know?
Yeah, Riku's basically just telling her, hey, if you go into that door, it's the point of no return, so get everything done now.
Yeah, usually, now if you're playing vanilla too, this is usually at this point where all the, what you would expect your post-game content to actually start to appear.
Not everything, because some things still required you to fight Zemnis.
No, because you couldn't save after Zemnis in the original too.
Yeah. So they had all the, the Paradox Cups opened here. A lot of, like, the remaining side quests that you didn't know about in Gemini's Journal opened up. Stuff like that.
But anyway, in tradition, since we have every single secret Ansem report, time for reading!
Fun reading!
My efforts these many years have come to fruition, with the world I have governed having become the paradise where we called Radiant Garden. Nurtured by the pure heart water that is in the source of life, fragrant flowers bloom in abundance, and people face each day with hopeful smiles. But where there is light, darkness also lurks. As noted in my earlier reports,
except that there's one girl running around. Her name is Kyrie. How the heck?
Wait a minute. As noted in my earlier reports, meanwhile, this is report 1, I must solve the secrets of this darkness of the heart. This paradise depends on it. I shall perform an experiment to probe the depths of a person's heart on one of my own apprentices, Xehanort, who has volunteered as subject. I wonder why. The young man has served me ever since I nursed him back to help from Depth Store some years ago. He had lost all his memories at this time, but later showed remarkable intellectual curiosity and readily absorbed my teachings, gaining deep wisdom. And any mental immaturity is surely due at his young age. If I explore Xehanort's heart with my psychological test, I may be able to recall the past deep within him. My apprentice even has shown great interest in Xehanort's memories. But is he really the right subject? Xehanort does indeed exhibit extraordinary talents. Oh, if you only believed.
I just looked it up, and you can only unlock the Goddess of Fate cup after you feed Xemnas in both games.
Are you sure? Because I've beaten Goddess of Fate before. No, you beat Xemnas round 1.
Okay.
Because, I remember, because after you go to the point of no return...
You can't save after that.
Yeah, this must have been it, yeah.
Okay, I have made a grave mistake.
You don't say!
The study with the darkness of the heart began with simple psychological tests and quickly snowballed. Spurred by my youngest apprentice, Ienzo,
who by the way was a kid at this time.
Yeah, I constructed a massive laboratory in the basement of my castle. Unbeknownst to me, my 6 apprentices then began collecting a large number of subjects on which to perform dangerous...
Wait, time out. 6?
Yeah, wait a minute.
There should be 5? Oh wait, no, 6. Wait, miscounting. Go on.
Okay. A large number of subjects performed Darkness of the Heart. As soon as I found out, I called my apprentices together and ordered them not only to cease their studies, but to destroy all research of the research thus far. What on earth has happened within the hearts of my 6 beloved apprentices while pursuing the mystery of Darkness of the Heart? Could they themselves have strayed into the depths? Yet I remain the most foolish of all for having begun these experiments. We are not meant to interfere in the depths of another's heart, no matter what our reasoning is for doing so. Meanwhile, Wilder say, "Fuck that!" and my error plunged me into despair. A visitor from another world soothed my gentle soul.
Stop!
Screen cap it, people!
Oh my god, no! The organization members that did this.
I can't do it! Oh my god! That was too well timed! Holy shit!
Well, it looks like you're too late.
And I quote, "We're quoting the secret second answer report, and my error plunged me into despair."
You guys are such children.
We love you too.
A tiny king named Mickey came wielding a legendary key and the infamous Keyblade, even though there's a lot of them.
He also laughed something like "ha ha" or something.
Said to bring both chaos and prosperity to the world, and then he was very knowledgeable in many topics, so we deepened our friendship as we conversed compassionately. Upon his advice, I decided to review the data obtained in my basement lab, when I discovered the Ansem reports. Though they bore my name, they only had what I written on was number 0. Apparently, he had gone to pen numbers 1 through 8 himself. Yes, my first subject in my foolish experiments. Ansem Report 3. Chaos affects not only this world, but many other worlds. In the Ansem reports, my apprentice Xehanort had written under it my name. I found the records of his hideous experiments along with his hypothesis about the door that appeared in the darkness of my basement.
You mean your basement?
In other words, my basement. All living things have hearts, and all hearts hold deep darkness within them. Worlds are no exception. If a world is a being, the heart must be colossal, and the darkness at its core must be monstrous indeed. Did Xehanort pass through that door in the attempt to contact the Dark Realm? No, not only Xehanort. It appears my other 5 apprentices, believing it was for the sake of research, stared deep into the darkness and were pulled into it. Even
science!
All of them, they all ceased to be human. I, too, have had everything taken away from me, banished to the hollow of the realm of nothing. What is Xehanort hoping to gain with my pilfered existence? Will my people cease to smile? If the light and hope has been extinguished, I shall... This was meant to be. I swear. Here in the realm of nothingness to which I have been relegated, darkness is in the midst of nothing. Darkness is in zero. Thus far, I shall be known as Diz. Okay.
It's like, and then King Mickey walks in. It's like, excuse me, handsome, you can't gotta use that. This is a 3-letter short from Disney. No, it's like it won't be. I will use a Z.
Disregarding the stolen name, handsome, I am going to search for revenge. The distant days spent in that beautiful paradise are an illusion to me now. How long have I been here, banished to the realm of nothingness? It is only by relying upon my anger and hatred that I have been able to retain my sense of self while here, where existence is nullified. My heart is being overcome with hatred towards my apprentices, possessed by the darkness, and with the anger I feel for stupidly allowing myself to be betrayed. Is this darkness eating away at my heart? I cannot continue to idle away my time here. What are Xehanort and the others attempting to do? I must unravel the mysteries of the Ansem reports, intercept my apprentices, and defeat them. That is my mission. The only way to repay the world for my sins. Those being whose hearts, though heartless, must be the key. The darkness of my heart made flesh cursed shadows who not only lack hearts, but by multiplying, by seizing hearts from any other and living all beings. Where have they come from and where are they going? 3 elements combine.
Time out. Stefan just typed in the chat. Jesus Christ, it's only report 4.
They are a lot wordier than Handsome's
I would have
heartless.
said it out loud, but I'm eating food, so I didn't want to disrupt.
Okay.
Where are they coming from? Where are they going? 3 elements combined create life. A heart, a soul, and a body. Wait a minute.
Triforce!
I was about to say, you're getting into a little bit of Christian kind of mythology there. You're getting your religions mixed up. But what if the soul and body left behind the heart is lost?
The nervous system, the digestive
When the soul leaves the body, its vessel, life gives away.
The cute platelets to thank you for your hard work.
Way to death, but what about where the heart leaves? A being does not perish when its heart leaves its body. The heart alone disappears into the darkness. There is little time. If I refrain in this realm much longer, I will certainly learn these answers the hard way. My heart is already a captive of the darkness. Report 5! Oh my god, these just keep going. In the realm of darkness where all existence has been extinguished, I have just barely managed to preserve my sense of self by contributing to what I think and right. In this place where even time has lost all meaning, eternity is but a moment here. I must make haste. Certainly their plans are already underway. The Heartless must be the key to unraveling this mystery. The 6 traitors were operating the laboratory that churned out those cursed shadows. Not only did they generate pure blood Heartless from living beings, but they also have used the Heartless to synthesize artificial versions to create creatures as well. These synthetic Heartless insignias were called emblems. Pure blood and emblems, these Heartless act only to fulfill their insensitive needs. They single-minded.
Except for this one bouncy one with a red mushroom cap on his head. Just love dancing around.
And these other ones with mushroom hats on its head, huh? They single-mindedly detect hearts and swarm around them. The human's commands would be ineffective. The Heartless would easily steal the human's heart and increase their own ranks. But what if the stronger Heartless was given the orders? If he cast aside his own soul and body and became a Heartless, wouldn't he be able to control what otherwise interactable Heartlesses?
Dun dun dun.
Furthermore, would it be planning to make these creatures Inktives, if heart-seeking Heartless have their sights set on a larger, more powerful heart, their ultimate goal is crystal clear. The largest heart in existence of the world. This is all conjecture, but it would seem he would be utilizing Heartless in his search for a path leading to the heart of the world.
Jojo brings up a good question. It's like random question, but is Xehanort a Disney villain? Because you know that got that beep when he opens his mouth and he shuts. He's like
Report 6.
He was on one guy's list of top 10 Disney villains that aren't from Disney.
Yeah.
My choice to be the friend of
just
the
as much a hand in this.
My choice to befriend the darkness is here in the misty nothingness was sound 1. The moment I started straight ahead with a calm heart.
Wait. So pretty much that one sentence is basically the first line of the Sound of Silence. Darkness, my old friend.
Darkness.
I'm sorry. Just these random quotes. I'm sorry I keep interrupting you with random quotes. I just think of these things on the fly. I'm sorry.
You have to do something to keep your sanity through this.
Continue.
The moment that I started straight ahead up with calm heart, neither rejecting the darkness nor fearing it, I have gained newfound power. A superhuman power, the power of darkness. Wait, what?
What?
Wait, okay, see that
neither
was
rejecting
Riku.
darkness
Time
nor
out.
fearing it, I have gained a newfound power, the power of darkness.
Riku, did you invaded Ansem's notes?
What? So, rejecting the darkness, I found a new power. The darkness, basically.
I hit myself so I can repair myself!
Basically! It is likely Xehanort and the others were entrapped by this power, eventually becoming its prisoners. I do not intend to allow my heart to be devoured by the darkness as they did, of course. With this newfound power, I uncovered the corridor of darkness that connects the realm of nothingness to the outside world. While it is still difficult to come and go as I please, my banishment is now a thing of the past. To deceive no! Went to the other one.
Come back!
Where is it? There it is. To deceive Xehanort and my apprentices, I first used my power to change my form before returning to the realm of light. As I suspected, Xehanort has become a Heartless. Under my name, he commanded other Heartless in his quest to snatch away the hearts of many different worlds. At the center of hearts Xehanort had stolen was Kingdom Hearts, which attracts tremendous darkness to itself and attempts to send any and all back to the depths. Oh my gosh, there's like 12 more of these to go. There's like 6 more of these to go. The other 5 have disappeared. Have they become Heartless like Xehanort, or did they vanish after Xehanort exploited them? I become familiar with an unusual entity pursuing the truth. It is the soul and body that remain when a being has lost their heart. When a Heartless is born, those entities disappear from the realm of light and to be reborn as entirely new beings in a completely different realm. Report 7! Oh my god, these are wordy.
Sucks to be you.
I would help read, but my stream is lagging.
Yeah,
well,
none of us can do
born
this.
of darkness and those lacking arts may find them convenient. It is dangerous for others to make much use of corridors of darkness. Darkness erodes the heart. In search of a place proceeding my research and planning away from prying eyes, I found myself in Twilight Town. It is a very quiet village, forgotten in chasm between light and darkness. I situated myself in the basement of an abandoned mansion standing beyond the woods. My underground research resulted in one new discovery after another. When a Heartless is born, the body and soul left behind are reborn in this world as a different being. Wait a minute, are they saying like all the people in Twilight Town are nobodies? What?
Oh, buddy.
They possess different intentions than their Heartless brethren, and while it is unclear what the sentiment things are after, it would appear that they are responsible for much bedlam in this world. My earnest friend King and his subjects, along with the hero wielding the Keyblade, are battling Heartless even as a new threat approaches. This threat, I suppose I'll be giving them a fitting name, these non-beings, nobodies. A great number of nobodies have lost their human form, as have the Heartless, yet nobodies born of someone with a strong heart that retains its shape, but the faintest visible changes, except for Roxas. It appears the betrayers have retained their human forms as nobodies and are gathering more followers in hope of furthering a new scheme. Yes, my head hurts too, also, actually, because I'm starting to get a
was
literal
right there.
headache. Organization 13, formed of 13 nobodies with Pachurius at its core, has divided into two. They are said to be carrying out some sort of research. Seeking to uncover the plans of this organization, I decided to head for where these 6 members have gathered, towering over outer limits of the realm between darkness and light, Castle Oblivion. Report 8! Oh my god.
Or they're like 13.
Yeah, it's 13. Okay, real quick, I'm actually gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna go find some aspirin because I actually do need it. I'll be right back, but I'll keep the call going if you guys want to talk during it. Alright, report 8!
How many more reports do we have?
We're on 8 right now, so 5 more. It appears that I have 2 been discovered by the behavior of Xehanort and his cohorts by the events occurring in their vicinity. My friends struggled to protect them from the realm of light, and the threat of the Heartless is now over. With Xehanort's Heartless going by the name of Ansem, Seeker of Darkness, defeated at last. The other wielder of the Keyblade, this hero, traveled from world to world, sealing up keyholes, laying Heartless low. Meanwhile, the king, who had divided into the realm of darkness, worked with the Keyblade wielding hero to close the door to Kingdom Hearts, the realm of both darkness and light, thus holding off the threat of the tremendous darkness. But there are still a great number of Heartless afoot, and the organization and nobodies continue to be active in the shadows. Indeed, the world is still a very dangerous place. Okay, can somebody else read for me, because this is a lot.
Oh, the problem is that we're behind all the time.
Okay, I'll keep it on the screen.
I mean, I can try. I can do it.
I'll keep it on screen right here for you.
Where do I start?
We must find.
To do battle with these enemies. Thus, I will both make amends and have my revenge. It is for the reason that I have infiltrated Castle Oblivion.
Hey, scroll down for you.
3. Blah. It consists of 13 floors above and 12 floors below ground, with the contents of its White Room. Transport responds to his visitors' memories. Organization 13 was conducting experiments on memory here. Experiments. A girl named Namine appears and possesses extremely unusual abilities. Where they attempt to derive something from these powers. Refusing to be distracted by Organization 13, I return to my own secrets. Research. When a new visitor appeared in the castle today, it was Sora, the Keyblade-wielding hero, who has defeated Ansem and his companions. Inches of darkness arose. All the players are coming together, it would seem.
Sophie, you are cutting out every few seconds.
He's coming in on my end, so...
Maybe it's my internet, I don't know.
As from the Keyblade-wielding hero, Sora and his friends defied the machination of Organization 13 and rescued Namine. Namine was a witch who controlled the memories of others. That's nobodyist!
Sure.
These powers were achieved through the special process in which she was born. Namine is a nobody, created when the young girl's heart had left her body.
Actually, when the young girl's heart left another random boy's body.
Yeah.
Specifics.
A corresponding heartless. The young girl speaking was the case was a princess. Kairi, a resident of Radiant Gardens over which I had ruled, was one of the 7 princesses that uphold the realm of lights. No, with no darkness in her heart, Kairi produced nobody, and instead vanishes. Her body remains in the realm of light. Both the nobody called Namine and the heartless, proof of the lost heart, was extremely unstable being who lacked a body, needed to produce a nobody. Therefore, they also lacked Kairi's memories. One reason this may be is that Kairi's heart did not return to the darkness when separated from her body, but rather migrated to another vessel. Deep within. Sora's heart. It is. Naminé is the alter ego in which Kairi has directly interfered with Sora's heart. Could this be why Sora and those hearts are connected to him was able to have their memories controlled? She's a non-being in the true sense of the word. Having not even become a true nobody. To go, she is but the most fleeting of shadows.
Do you want to take a break, Sophie?
I can read.
I can too.
I don't know if she's tired or laughing.
Yeah.
I think it's all the pausing that she has to do because of the stream.
Sora went to sleep in order to recover from the memories he lost at Castle Oblivion.
I did that on purpose. I did that on purpose.
Sure, but I thank you anyway.
It would take quite some time, to bring back all the memories he had created in his lifetime.
Wait a minute, I thought it was just the stuff he took from Kingdom Hearts. What? Never mind.
He had to restructure his childhood.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But Organization 13 calcs.
I can't do it because I'm gonna say Castle Oblivion again. I'm just gonna get that.
Sora would need to be kept someplace more secure. I persuaded Naminé to move the submarine Sora to Twilight Town for safekeeping. I'm not sure how she did it. It was a giant flower pot machine. She had to push that thing on her own.
Oh my.
Naminé. As I've written here before, she's a most unusual being. Born in the same process as a nobody, but virtually lacking all the elements of a nobody. Perhaps she continues drawing in hopes of capturing that which she lacks. Next.
Line!
The memories of others, especially Sora. I have arrived at a hypothesis. I believe that Naminé was born of a special type of nobody when Sora attacked himself with the Keyblade.
Quote unquote.
And causing his and Kairi's hearts to leave their bodies simultaneously. That also raises another question. Where the heck are the other princesses of Hearts Nobodies?
Good question.
Disney characters don't count. Shut up.
But they can turn into Heartless just fine. Okay.
They aren't that strong of heart.
Cinderella as a nobody.
No, they can't. They can't ever have a Heartless because remember they're nothing but light in their hearts.
Well, then what about Scar and Clayton?
They're not.
I said they're light. The princesses of light. The princesses of heart all have nothing but light in their hearts. As in, if they were to die, there is no Heartless that will show up. A nobody could show up, but not a Heartless.
But what about Clayton and Scar? They became Heartless.
They had darkness in their hearts, though. That's what I'm trying to say.
They weren't pretty little princesses.
And Kairi and Alice, who wasn't a princess to begin with, but anyway.
Naminé emerged as Kairi's nobody, but the body and soul necessary to exist as a nobody belonged to Sora.
Line.
Check that text box.
Yeah, as I move the text. When I say line, move the text box, please.
Yeah.
When a person's heart is stolen, a heartless is born with no sense of self, and the body and soul left behind give rise to a nobody. But what if one willingly releases one's heart from one's body? Sora and Xehanort retain their selfhood line, even after becoming heartless. Then there are Kairi and Naminé.
Well, Sora also got his body back in being a heartless for all of 30 seconds, so.
Yeah.
Kairi was exceptional for having no darkness within her heart. Also exceptional was that her heart, once freed, migrated to a new vessel, Sora. In other words, Kairi was inside of Sora.
Giggity.
Kairi's inside me?
The combination of these two theoretically unlikely exception may be behind this novel. There are matters I must attend to while Sora is sleeping. A new ally has appeared on the scene. Riku.
Okay,
New Smash Brothers newcomer.
Yep, here comes a new.
That explains Naminé.
Warning, challenger approaching.
I was reunited with an old friend at Castle Oblivion, but I was unable to disclose my identity.
I hear you. It's like, I'm not calling it that. You know that.
If he knew the situation, he would likely try to stop me from carrying out my revenge. Then
Really?
again, I don't know. Then again, I'm not sure. I also heard that he withheld information from Riku as well. As much as I would dearly love to converse with him, as in the old days, that is now but a hopeless dream.
How many times did they even interact?
Yes.
That one cutscene.
My friend has been fighting in the realm of darkness. Most likely he found his way there through Traverse Town. Like Castle Oblivion.
Just kills all the tension. It kills any
Blibbity
kind.
bobbity boo.
That's where. Yes, I'm gonna do it. I don't care.
Put them together and what do you got? Bippity.
If you're gonna do it, then at least maintain
Boop.
some. If you're gonna break down every time, then we're just gonna be here longer.
Please, we must finish this novel.
Yeah, novel. Right. That village also rests in the cleft between light and dark. It consists of the remnants of worlds whose hearts have been stolen by the Heartless. It is where those who have barely escaped the destruction of their worlds eventually find themselves. Mine. This realm between is quite unstable, with corridors of darkness appearing from time to time. Also, for some reason, like 2 different alternate versions of Traverse Town. Don't ask me how that works. Apparently some kids from Shibuya had that happen to them.
Those damn millennials.
Surely Sora traveled these same corridors of darkness when he first came to Traverse Town. It seemed my friend, finding in the realm... Line. Like, in the realm of line.
In the realm of
It seems my friend... fighting in the realm of darkness appeared in Castle Oblivion through a corridor of darkness. I tried.
I can't even do it.
I tried.
The fact that's your own joke.
Give me a second. Why are we reading these again?
Alexandra, breathe. I think you're gonna die.
Through the coordinates of darkness constructed by Organization 13. My new ally Riku.
Okay, hold on. Why are you sounding like so spooky ghosty?
She's trying to do goofy.
Why are the answer reports taking longer than the world that never was?
Like Zoink Scoob and Sora's memories have been slow to return.
Well, ally Riku also affected his return via one of these corridors. He tortured me like
I'm at the next. Thus, I have asked Riku to bring me another Sora. His nobody. Sora is indispensable if I am to achieve my goal. If I require the Keyblade wielding hero to fly through the realm of light and defeat Organization 13, even though his nobody can also use the Keyblade. It's kind of weird.
2 more parts.
Jojo said somebody clip this. Apart from Naminé, nobody's repaying their memories of their time as humans, but Sora's nobody, Roxas, has lost Sora's memories. Maybe that also explains why he doesn't look like Sora. This is likely because Sora's time as a Heartless was short, having recovered his heart and returned to his human form soon after leaving behind Roxas, his nobody. It would see Roxas as much like Naminé. Naminé is Kairi's nobody, but came into being by Sora's body and soul. With that said, though, since Roxas looks like another person, who the heck is like, what sort of body did Naminé take? Likewise, Roxas is Sora's nobody, but was left behind because Sora's Heartless regained human using Kairi's heart instead of his own. It may be that Sora's memories are slow to return because the half of him that is Roxas is still lacking. Line. I must convert Roxas into data and return him to Sora. Not sure how the hell does that work? Yes. As a member of Organization...
Or shut up.
Yes! As a member of Organization 13, it was exceedingly difficult to bring Roxas in. Having lost to Roxas once, Riku laid everything on the line and used the power of darkness in their second battle. Wait, second? Wait, time out!
Wait, what?
What?
You keep talking about this first battle that never happened.
It's almost like they changed the script for the later stuff, but didn't think about it.
Kitties, this is what we call a noodle incident. Only just managed
to because apparently that's part of Roxas now. What?
Riku laid everything down on the line and used the power of darkness in their second battle, barely managing to bring Roxas back with him. But Organization 13 grows ever nearer. Here, Twilight Town is where Roxas was reborn as a nobody. This is where Roxas first encountered Organization 13 and joins its ranks. They are bound to search this place thoroughly. First, I shall convert all the Twilight Town into data and construct a world duplicate in Sora's memories. I shall place Roxas within that world to live out his days and regain those memories. There is little time. Like, literally, I only have like a week to do this. The organization's schemes must be making steady progress as well.
Last one!
I can read this one.
Oh no! I'm enjoying this!
No, if you want to keep going, go ahead.
I want to keep going! Tomorrow, Sora awakens. My long and drawn-out revenge is nearing its end. Except it's not. I'm still after these people. Xehanort, who took everything away from me. Though as a Heartless, he is no more. As the leader of Organization 13, his ambition once again is to capture Kingdom Hearts, the most colossal heart of all. I could have sworn that was just a realm of darkness, but whatever.
Blood vessels.
His Heartless has attempted to draw out the great darkness of Kingdom Hearts, created from the heart of all hearts of all worlds. His nobody, however, is now almost finished gathering Kingdom Hearts to be assimilated into Kingdom Hearts as well. The fool! He's just turning the plot into an even bigger mess. Mine. Only one mystery remains. How did Xehanort manage to open the door that appeared in the basements of my castle? Maybe he just had a random key that took off my keychain. I don't know. No, any theory posited now, when everything is nearing completion, will be neatness. Roxas, Ansem, Naminé, Line,
Donald, Goofy, Sephiroth,
Donkey! They defy all logic, yet there they are, singular exceptions to the rule. The theories proposed by me and by Organization 13 have been blown to pieces by a handful of strong-hearted individuals. One person in particular, named Nomura. Also, Sora, Kairi, Riku. Ah, yes, Riku.
That beautiful, beautiful man, Riku.
Ah, yes, Riku.
I still had.
Though his heart had his weaknesses, making it prone to darkness, he found support in the hope he... God damn it! He discovered beyond suffering. This hope allowed him to stand his ground and turn the darkness in his heart from an enemy to his greatest weapon. Thank you. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Got it, my back.
Down.
Stop. There we go. Stop. Okay. When this is all this is over, it's my fervent hope that he will be able to return with Sora to his island. If I can, I should like to return to Radiant Garden, to look once more upon the beautiful water, lovely flowers, and the hopeful smiles of the people.
Self up.
Dear King, my friend, I believe that at some point in time you will come across these, my truthful accounts.
Well, I mean, at the time he wrote them.
How I wish I could have chatted with you again. I was a fool, obsessed with revenge.
Nobody is.
Forgive me. Then again, I don't know. Maybe you should also be starting to ask Riku and Yensid for forgiveness for, withholding info from them as well.
Well, he had never interacted with Yensid, as far as we know.
Oh, did that fill you with despair?
Oh my God. I'm so sorry about breaking down midway through that. I'm so sorry.
Now, unfortunately,
your gag word.
Just because I feel my headache start to come in and it's starting to get pretty bad. Unfortunately, I think I am gonna end it here.
I still think that's a good time to end it, though. I mean, that's a slight clip. Yeah.
We can do the final boss next time and then start some endgame stuff.
Yep. So next session is probably going to be both Xemnas and Sephiroth. I'm probably going to be taking both of them down. So
okay.
That really did put us into despair.
Oh my gosh.
Indeed. Anyway, for the YouTube crowd, see you later.